Okay, so I bought some brushes recently from an Israeli YouTuber, Jana Proviz, and I bought 2 sets because they freaking looked so amazing, and all the reviews been just over the top. And yeah, I have still to try them on me, on my face and my eyes. Pretty much know from brushes that I have from before that they're not gonna disappoint. So there's a really nice eyeliner brush, like really fine one like that, really fine, which is excellent when you have like more mature eyes and also for the brows. And then there's a smaller one like this, a pencil brush, which is really nice and soft and not too small, so you can, she made it especially so you can straightly smudge out, and I really like that idea. So then there's this blending brush that you can also use for blending and also for putting the eyeshadow on the lid. Now first of all, these brushes from Jana Proviz, you can use them for wet or dry products. And this is number, what? This is number 1? Yeah, this is number 1. And then you can also use it for like contour, blush. Now then is number 2. This one is like a dream. Oof, it's so soft. You can even put powder under the eye with this one. It's so soft. So for bronzer, for powder, also for blush and whatever, because it's not, you know, it's not big in the tip of it. Yeah, so I did wash them already, because I always wash my brushes before I use them. But I did put them back with this, you know, brush guard. They feel very luxurious and nice, I have to say. I'm gonna try these out today. And I also bought 2 from 2 small, even smaller, like brushes, like that. Pencil brushes from Micaela. It's Micaela, it's Ofra, line from Ofra. And they also very soft. Now these are not natural hair bristles, but they feel like it and they look like it. So pretty amazing. Now I also got 2 eyeliners from Jana Proviz. They come in a package like this. It's really like really well made products, I have to say. This one is super gorgeous. This one is called Mercury, I think. Better have my glasses on. So this one is Mercury. Like, look at those colors. And I tried both of them on like as a liner already, and they're super gorgeous and easy to put on, and they stay on. Once they set, they set. They don't go anywhere, so very nice. Both of them are really pretty. This is Saturn, more grayish kind of color like that. Super pretty. I thought today I will dig out some of Natasha Denona's colors. I'm probably gonna need 4 palettes to get to 5 colors or something like that. If not 5 palettes to get to 5 colors. I'm thinking about the retro, mini retro that she came out with. And I know 3 are repeats, but one of them I already depotted from the Star palette because it was so chunky and it fell all over the place, but it seems like she changed the formula in the retro palette, so now it's better. But anyways, I will try and do something like that with what I have. So I will use the Natasha Denona eyeshadow in light, eyeshadow base. So just a bit of this one. And a bit under the eye as well. Try not to use too much of this kind of products. This one, the first color I will use is the Vintage Taupe from this palette, which is exactly the color that's also in the retro, mini retro. That one here. So that's the first one I'm going to use in the crease. So I'm using this number 3 from Jana Proviz and this, and I will first tap it in a bit all over in the crease. I don't even know what I'm going to do with this look, but this goes in the crease. Yeah. Look how nicely it's blending it out. That's pretty good, huh? That's really awesome. And it's not scratchy at all. It's like really soft. Nice. Very nice. I will probably do one more layer, but it's a pretty crease color. Useful one. Very useful one when you want to just make it a bit darker here with all the extra skin, you know. It pretty much stays my skin color, just a bit darker. The greenish grayish color that over there, I think I will take from this palette, from the Safari palette. And that could be maybe a mix even of all these three together. Green like that. But I think the one that's in the retro, it's a bit more brown actually. So I have one more option from the Biba palette. Something like that. I think that might be more accurate actually. Close to each other. I think this one might be a bit more like the one in the retro palette actually. It seems to be more of a grayish brown than green. But I might add a little bit, maybe of this grayish green from here, not the Haki, this one. I will add a little bit of that one in it and see what it will look like. So, yeah, that's what I will do. I will go for that. Okay, so I'm taking a blend of those two. The grayish green from the Safari, and it looks pretty dark, but I don't think it is that dark. Let's see. Anyway, it can be pretty dark here, close to the lashes. Oh, this brush is really nice as well. I'm like pulling it a little more up as well, like that, and a bit more. I'm taking more of the more neutral color from the Biba palette. More of that one and less of the other one. And anyway, it gets enough of that grayish green look to it. Why not go straightly under the eye a bit? And meet here. Okay, so I pulled up these two colors a little bit more here. See, when I have to take it pretty high up, that it will, you know, show a bit and cover all this a little bit. I better take again this one and the first color I used, the Vintage Taupe from here, and a little bit go just around it. Like that, also around here. For now I'm putting these two away then. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now I have 6 palettes outside. 6 for 5 colors. Because I mixed them together. Oh well, but I think in the end it's gonna look pretty much the same. So of course now I don't have all the names because I don't remember them, just like that. But there was a satin color, like a pinkish, corally gold satin color. And I think I'm gonna use this one from a Josse Biton palette. So this one looks like that. You know, something like that. Little bit going to peach, coral, pink and gold. I will use that one a little bit in the inner corner. Not inner corner, but in the beginning of the eye, let's say. So I will start from here with this one. Yeah, I think it would be pretty much the same. Maybe not the same, but similar. Let's say similar. I will take this one also under the eye. There's 3 colors that I have that for sure exactly the same supposed to be. The really pretty gray, pewter, charcoal shimmer one is from the brown green palette with 28 colors, and it is this one here, and it's called Industrial. Yeah, so that's that one, and this one is like super pretty. This one is really, those are so good, those big palettes. I will use this one just with the finger since I already have it on there, and I will put it, I think, here where there's nothing, like here, in between those, completely in between those, and on top of both sides a bit, because this one is so super pretty. It's just phenomenal, like that, just super pretty. Yeah, I will use the same brush that I used for the brown grayish green, And then there's only one color left that I also have, but it won't look the same on the eye like from that mini palette, because I think she also changed the formula to it. It used to be, I'm saying it used to be because I took it out from this palette, from the Star palette. It used to be in here. And I have something else instead now here, so don't be alarmed. I just couldn't take it anymore. And it doesn't mean that these don't have fallout, but they're not chunky. They have fine shimmer in them, and they both, I think, from Makeup Forever. Yeah, at least one of them is. Anyway, so it used to be here, and I put it and pressed it with 99% alcohol just in one of those, and it's already loose, like floating around over there, chunky pieces. I will try and use it with this, that I know it changes the formula as well. It changed the way it looks. It makes it kind of more like a whole diamond veil like that instead of shimmer. I will first show you what it looks like, just taking it with a finger and pressing it like as much as I can into the, you know, it's like this, really chunky. And chunky it was. And it's falling all over now. It's falling all over, of course. So even if I'm careful, you know, it's not like it's not pretty if you get it on nicely. Like that, you know. I don't think it's her best eyeshadow. This one might be one of the best ones compared to this one, you know. It does have a base to it, so it's not completely just like a silver or, you know. You can see there's a base to it, I think you can see that. Slight base to it. And it has like all kinds of, maybe even green shimmer in it, I can't really tell. And then I will just put a drop beside it and use it like that, and you will see that it changes the whole thing. But without that, I don't think I can put it on the eye. So I have a drop now under this one. Actually, it looks prettier with that now, I think. Doesn't it have something green in it too? I think that looks better than this, but it takes all the shimmer away though. Now it's just like a more of a metallic kind of eyeshadow. That's how it changes it, you know? So it doesn't look the same anymore. That's just what I mean. Maybe I will just use it like this a little bit in the inner corner if I can. No, I can't use it like that with my big fingers. I'm gonna need a small brush, so I'm trying to use this one. It's like a loose, completely loose. Or maybe it will work now when I've been saying so many bad things about it. So now it shows itself like, I will show you what I can do. Look at that. Why it didn't work when it was in the pan? It was just flying all over the place, going all over the eyeshadows. So I took it out. I took out two actually from that palette. Both of those have been crystal from that side. So now it kind of lays down like that. What's going on? Clean fingers. I'm taking a bit of this, where it's still like loose and chunky over there, or again loose and chunky, like that. And it looks very chunky on my finger. I think I will take some of it off. And I will try it here in the middle, or in the beginning a bit. And use it dry like I did in the corner. I don't know if it gives anything more. I mean, maybe it does a bit. Just so that the satin one won't be too golden over there now then. I don't know, does it do anything much? Maybe a tiny bit, but this one is so gorgeous. This. Well, should I go around a bit and do a little bit of a blend here? So, that's what I'm doing. Little bit of a blend in between those, and under I will go with the Taupe Vintage 2. So Vintage Taupe also under, and a little bit around it again. Just if you knew what it looks like here now. I have so many palettes, big palettes outside. So who knows, I might still get that small one just to have it in a small one. Anyway, I have most of eyeshadows and it's kind of fun. So yeah, I just might get it anyways, but you know, you get the picture. You can, if you have these palettes, you have 3 of the shadows. And you probably have this one looking a bit nicer than mine. And I don't know why, but this time it worked nicely. Maybe it just likes being in isolation. Should I use one of Jana Proviz's eyeliners for this look? Maybe not, because it will change it too much. So it's only that one then. Should I try a bit of this grayish green? At least here where I use that kind of color, and see what it looks like. I really want to do that. So a brush like this. This one is also from Ofra or Micaela. Micaela is part of Ofra Cosmetics, I believe. Yeah, so this is one of her brushes, also a very nice brush. Taking the Jana Proviz, great. This little lid popped off, which I'm gonna put it back on, and the bluish green from here. And I'm being a bit, people said it dries out so fast, so I don't know, being a bit paranoid, so I'm putting this one straight on when I'm, using it. So I have plenty on my brush now though. Let's see what it will look like in a small area first. It does change it a bit, I don't know if I want to use that today then, because I kind of wanted to keep it this kind of a dreamy kind of look, and this makes it, something else. I kind of like it, so you know what? I'm letting it go a little bit in there anyways, and then I will just cover it with the eyeshadow that I used. But it does give something, close to the lashes. And then I'm going over maybe just with this one. I might still want to do the, tight lining at least with a black. Okay, so I had to go and empty the card, and I realized that I think the outer corner looks a little bit too light. I mean, to do the things that I wanted to do, here where I have this. Here it's even more like that. It kind of, you can still really see it, and I didn't come low enough. So I wanna fix this a bit and add a bit more. And as I said, I also want to find an eyeshadow from Natasha Denona that looks a bit more like that. And I think it needs to be a bit more pink actually, and not so orange. This one looks a little bit more orangey gold or peachy than pink. So I want to find something like that, and then I will come back. I'm not sure, but I think, I don't have the swatches here close to me. I could have them on the phone, but I didn't do that. So I'm just going after what I have in my mind or in my memory, whatever, when I saw them. And I think maybe it could have been something like this. This is from the Love Glow Cheek Palette, this color here. Looks like this here. Wasn't it something like that? Golden, pinky. I will just put that one on top of this with a brush and see if it doesn't look good enough. That's what I will do. So taking some of this and I'm popping it right in. Yeah, don't you think that's pretty close? Taking it all the way up so I can cover that one with it. That looks more like it. And of course I'll take it under eye as well. And blending it in here a bit. I don't know what was going on with this Galaxia today, because today it really sits there. I don't have any fallout. I'm taking this time around, I'm taking these two because I'm not going to take out all the palettes again. Just to make it a bit stronger in the outer corner. I mean, it is this kind of, that kind of green anyways. Grayish green. Really pretty color. So I'm going in here where it seems like it's not enough. And now it gets a little bit greener, as you can see, or a lot. But never mind. I think that's really pretty anyway, so even if this might be a little bit less of a brownish gray, better than having, color missing. done this way. Here I still have loads of, they're so pigmented, those, like powdery but pigmented, like, yeah. And then I will blend it up a bit. I will just dip it in the same colors with the blending brush, because otherwise these have a tendency to blend away a bit, as you can see there. So I usually mix them with the same color on the brush, you see, like that, and then it goes much easier. So if you over blend these, they just blend away very easily. If you don't have a base, like sometimes I use eyeshadow, like cream eyeshadow under, and then they get really stuck there. But you see, I hardly have to touch it and it's blended, in my opinion at least. I thought, why not try this one from this brush from Jana Proviz and use it with this MAC foundation. So this MAC foundation is Studio Fix Fluid in number N4.5. So that one, it's supposed to be pretty good, if I remember correctly. I don't remember having to mix it with anything. So it comes like this, so I'm just, you know, putting it like this on my finger, getting some out and doing it like that. And then it looks a bit dark. I hope it's not. Then I will just try this brush and put it on, you know. I try not to use too much either. So let's see how this will go. Ooh, interesting. You have to be pretty fast with this foundation, so hey, what is this brush? I usually don't like using brushes for my foundation, except for the one from Smashbox if I want a really full coverage. So if you just brush it on like this, look at that, that was fast, huh? I wonder if I can make it build it up and use it in a different way. A little bit like this maybe. Or maybe I can't really use it like that. But it, yeah, maybe a bit. Don't remember how buildable this one is either. I mean, my skin is, because it's so red, sometimes building up is a problem. So, yeah. But so far, I have to tell you, this one, nice. Look at that. I hope it's not because I need glasses on, but to see what it's doing, but in these places I tend not to put enough here. Nice so far. I'm really impressed with this brush, I have to say. Really impressed. I will put on a little bit extra here. You see how red I am here? Oh, of course you see. Uh-huh. Not even a joke, but I don't want to take this one too far down. But a bit, so it won't be like too disgusting. I really like this foundation brush. Like, now I'm calling it a foundation brush. It's not even a foundation brush, like, per se. It's a face brush, cheek brush, face brush. You can use it for whatever you want, and now I see that. Wow. Now one thing, so I took it just down a little bit here, because this one is pretty, you know, you don't want to really pack it on anywhere on my skin, but especially not here, where it's really thin, the skin. So I'm taking out a little bit more but not a lot for here. Just a bit, maybe a bit more. I have to say, this is like a full coverage and, you know, long-lasting foundation. Usually those tend to be hard to blend out with a brush for me. So I usually always, that's why I already took a damp, you know, sponge. But I don't think I will use it even, because I don't think I need it. Maybe I should check it out before I speak. Wow. I'm impressed. I have to say, this Jana Proviz, she's a makeup artist also, I forgot to say that. An Israeli, I'm really proud of her now. Israeli makeup artist and YouTuber. Like, she's big here, yes? So, very impressed. One thing that I didn't say about these brushes is you're supposed to be able to really to clean them up and dry them on a towel and straightly use them. I'm sure you can. And they do dry very fast for being a synthetic kind of brush. So yesterday I did try and slightly dry it up, but I wouldn't, you know, straight, because I have, you know, enough brushes. Also, I bought 2 sets of these, like, even. So I don't have to use them wet, since I don't work with this anymore. So I don't have to, it's just for me. So I can definitely wait until they're completely dry, and that's what I'm going to do. Because I was thinking, like, even if it's dry that you can use it, there like still might be water here. Like, if you use it like this, it will sip, you know, go down this way and not be good for the wood. So I prefer to like usually wait, but you don't have to wait a long time. I washed them late at night, and in the morning they've been dry completely. So yeah, really nice. Really, really impressed with those, I have to say. Yeah, Israeli, yay. Now, I do clean it up just like this on a paper towel, on a tissue, just to use it with later on with the blush. It feels completely dry, I have to say. It feels completely dry. And it's not that dirty either. Look at that. I mean, if I did it with alcohol, would it? I want to try. I know alcohol, like 99% alcohol, is not good to use all the time on your brushes, that's for sure. But, you know, just to try it, I will spray it on here, and then it would be better, of course, if I had now one of those towels, you know, micro towels. What do you call them? Microfiber towels. But I'm trying to clean it a bit like this. There's one place on the brush that got a little bit stained, maybe from the makeup, from the foundation. Okay, that's pretty clean though. Pretty clean. On a dry area, we'll clean it up a bit more, dry it. Of course, this is not another towel, microfiber towel or something, that would be probably better. But even so, it feels completely dry. Of course, 99% alcohol, it's not water. But look at that. I can definitely use it now for the blush. That's what I will do. But first I will use this bigger. Oh, it's so freaking soft. I can't get it. I can't stop like touching it like this. It's so soft. I will use that one to set my face a bit. At least where I want to use more, you know, powder products. Otherwise they just get stuck on my skin. So I'm using this Givenchy powder. Again, it's my older version, more peachy pink colors, like that, and this bigger brush. So I'm just putting this brush in both sides in the powder, and I will go first over here a bit, just like, ooh. Oh, it's so freaking soft. I can't get over how soft it is. Now this one has a slight perfume in it, so I won't take this under the eyes. Ah, I didn't conceal under my eyes. It's so soft. I can't even describe how soft it is. Here I will just dab it in. And I know there's still redness showing through. But, you know, I went just one time over with the foundation. Anyway, it's not like I'm going anywhere. This is so awesome. Oh, so soft. So soft. Okay, so I will have to use a concealer under eye. I will probably just use this one from Maybelline. Just and here I will just take this Essence Brighten Up banana powder under the eye a bit, and I will use this one for that too. Just a bit, not a lot at all. So now I will take this color here from this Love Glow palette from Natasha Denona, and I will use this brush for it. Let's see how that will work. It's kind of stiff, so I'm a bit scared, but I will try and just kind of dab it in a smaller place like that and go a bit wider. And then maybe use the other brush to buff it out. I think so. So taking this one, I think this one might be better to apply powder blush with. I think so. And this one may be better for cream blush. I think so. So I'm just blending it out a bit here, if I can still. Something like that, a bit more maybe. You see? This one picks it up like that, but it's softer, you know, it's more fluffy. Yeah, definitely a better choice. Put it on with this, and now I'm putting on too much already because I realized that it's fun. A little bit on the nose like that, down here a bit too. A bit more. Bit of a shine over there. And why not a bit of shine here too? Like that. I didn't do my brows yet. Oh, well. So this one for powder, for blush, it will be good for contour as well. I'm pretty sure. This one might be also good for contour where you can just lay it down, but then to buff it in maybe with this one, or slightly maybe go up like that with it too. It might be okay, yeah. But this one is definitely too stiff to use, like especially for products like this. That's shiny, you know. Maybe for something that's hard to pick up, this one would be, you know, of course, better. Like I can imagine some Guerlain blushes I have, some from Dior that are a bit harder to pick up, that I will use this one for. I don't know, should I have a little bit more of a matte something here with a little bit more color? I will use this one again and take this from the Ofra Island Time palette. This one here. Ooh, look how it picks it up. And maybe just go really in here a bit more, a little bit more color like that. Not too much either, but just a bit. A little bit on the nose. Maybe a tiny bit over the nose like that. And why not in here a bit? So I'm really really enjoying those. Now I want to use the Bali, but that would be too much because that one is like that. I cannot not use it. It's almost the same, but it's like different. This is crazy. Just down here, a tiny bit like that. I mean, it's pretty much the same, just even stronger. Stronger gold, maybe. Put it away, put it away. I bought these products from a site called Guilty here in Israel. And I got 2 pencils from Ofra as a gift of purchase. One of them is a really nice one actually for the brows, in a good color actually. So it's just an universal eyebrow. And it really is a really good color like that for me, at least. Like, yeah. It's one of those harder ones a little bit, but not too hard either. So I will just fill in a little bit here where it's very sparse. A little bit less here. And here also where it's sparse. Like, this is a Besame brush and it's very nice. So combing it out and up and out a bit, and I'm just adding a little bit on the tail like that. So, you know, just a little thing like this already makes a difference, I think. And yeah, I'm making my brows pretty much grow out a lot actually. I clean them only a little bit here and a little bit here. And use a little bit of this L'Oreal. I will take the brown one today. Sometimes I use the blonde, sometimes I use the brown. No, I will take the blonde. I will take the blonde one. I really like those. So a mix of Dervish and Soar from MAC on the lips, and I will just use a gloss on top. I will use this, this one I didn't use yet, I think. Or maybe once I used it. It's the gloss from Natasha Denona in Coral something. Duochrome Coral. Yeah, so I will use this one. Really pretty color. Maybe just in the middle of it, or yeah. It also has green in it. Oh, I forgot about that. That is awesome. I love the smell of those mint, or the mint in it. Very nice. What I don't like is, I shouldn't put it straightly on because I don't like it when it gets color from, you know, what's on the lip already. So I clean it up. But it's better to put it just on your hand and take it from there, I think, if you don't want that kind of thing to happen. So pretty much it then. Recreating the mini retro palette from Natasha Denona. Of course I have 3 of the colors, even if the Galaxia is like this in my collection, but it performed so well today. I'm like, Thanks again for watching, and I hope that you still hold it together.